A lyrical royalty.
Master.
Cleverly, so make you again Sktv-Lib. Say my journey, Tina get as say my yamo. And yes, I know money. The more I go, and you love me. The more I go,
Sktv, the best in Liberia. Sktv, the best in Africa. Sktv, the best in Mama Liberia. Must hold by the lofa and grandfather.
And I didn't ya to money, and I said ya to money, and I wanna play ya to money, and I could do ya to money, and I didn't ya to money, and I said ya to money, and I wanna play ya to money, and I could do ya to money, and I don't get it now ya to money. That's the baby, and I don't get it now. Cause you walk on my ya to money. Yeah.
Sktv, the best in Liberia. Sktv, the best in Africa. Sktv, the best in Mama Liberia. Must hold by the lofa and grandfather.
There are things we can do. We bring in good news and we give it to you. We talking about podcasts like connecting people and culture from here and outside of the globe. Qualified people who waiting to serve. The session that time and the efforts are rare. The broadcast we giving up here and the premise my best. To work with my life out here. From Grandpa's and Nima to Losa, from Riverside to Raji to Chide, from Bantu, Bonnie, Cape Mount, Montserrat, San to Backwood, from Maryland, Bonkan to the Mike and P. We the best in the land, yeah, LIB. We the best in the land, yeah, LIB. We the best in the land, yeah, LIB.
Sktv, the best in Liberia. Sktv, the best in Africa.
They can't buy around, they can't do nothing. Liberia is our home. CDC is our terrain. Get you power, we can get you our barrier. Like I can bring all the yellow machine to the country. We're not moving from here. Y'all open the cells and make it big to the rest of the machine out in the out in the Amanda! Revolutionaries. Jealous editions. Now this time we have no fear to call you battle tested revolutionaries. What you have demonstrated today has been recorded on the pages of history. And it is that level of enthusiasm. It is that level of courage. It is that level of resilience that what documents your portfolio as a baptized revolutionary of the indomitable mighty coalition for democratic change. Because not ordinary partisans were facing tear gas. Not ordinary partisans were facing pepper spray. But today, you went in defense of your institution. And you were tear gassed. And you were pepper sprayed. And you willingly embraced tear gas. Not because you are cowards. In the midst of intimidation, you have remained firm to ensure that the chairperson of our institution remains untouchable.
Banter! Where to? Banter! Where to? Zayo! Zayo! When we protect and defend our champion.
So all of you,
we will never run away from CDC.
Liberia. And so before we move forward, we want to stand on this existing protocol to salute all of our partisans, to give you our two hands from Africanist revolutionary salutations, ranging from the zoos, reaching from the cells to the black, the district, the very leadership of our institution present here. We want to salute you. And when they talk about people power, what you demonstrated today is a clear definition of people power. And like someone said, why it is true that the CDC remains very peaceful. At the same time, protestation is inviting us. Why it is true that the CDC remains peaceful. At the same time, the streets are inviting us. We say yeah, without any stupor, that the regime has unleashed a first bullet. And like what we will say, that bullet will be received and will respond to that bullet. For commerce, where we stand, we are in for the testimony to give you any message here. In the presence of the man who bears the insignia of our institution.
Amanda! Where to? Amanda!
And this is why this assembly was called. So that issues permeating the corridors can be dealt with decisively. So that as you leave from here, there will be no mongering. As you leave from here, any information that you share in the community will be authentic. And that means it's coming from the belly of the indomitable mighty coalition for democratic change. Now why somebody post that and say, you touch one, you touch what? Oh. You touch one, you touch what? Oh. So for us, We are students of revolutionary science. And we understand what it means. When a regime becomes ruthless, there is no ruthless regime that will ever call for dialogue. And we want to say to you, we understand the need a third law of motion. To every action, there will be an equal opposite reaction. And we want to send a caveat to the Liberian National Police.
Well, that's just some of the highlights, and as we go along with the broadcast, we will play you all of the happening, even from the Lockington belt, where we are also getting reports that there's a blaze of tires. There was a roadblock, and tire was set on blaze. But again, we move. Thank God that at least we are alive to see some of the happening. It's 12 minutes past 6. That's the time check from what I said right here in Liberia. And is in fact today the 7th of June. My team, the 4 horse, they are in fact they are here with me on this show today, the Saturday edition. For matter of fact, they're going to be a full blast because why we have the entire 4 horses here with us, Steve Bode, Mr. Cullen, and the rest of the other panelists. They will be here this evening so that we can discuss the forward march of Mama Liberia and all of the happening. But Mr. Cullen and that was Steve. I just started. I know today is Saturday, from Thursday, Friday, and Saturday, always with you people. But again, we have to get the work going. But again, it's good that I think that we all are back. And first of all, let me say happy Abraham Day to you, Mr. Kane. I know you were I don't know which one the eye you were using, because they put the law is blind. But you were using one eye to be spy in Liberia, and at the same time you were using one eye to be enjoying yourself in the US. And then we're going evening, sir. How everything?
Everything is good. Thank you so much. And I want to say good morning, good afternoon, good evening to everybody watching and listening to us. Whether you are following us on the radio, we want to say welcome. And if you are on YouTube or you are on Facebook, we want to welcome you. We want to say thank you for joining Sktv this morning, this afternoon, this evening, depending where you are. It's good to be here. We have a lot to cover today. We have seen a lot, but we believe we have more to come. It's just getting started. So it's good to be here. And I want to say thank you to you, Melbourne, for the greeting for the Eid. We are happy. We are glad that we are here. And it was a great celebration from Liberia to here and everywhere else. We want to say thank you to all of you for the best wishes and those who reach out, whether in our inboxes, whether in person, or whether text messages or calling. I want to say thank you to all of you. I want to say thank you to my brother Steve and all our guys in the valley here. It was great. So Melbourne, good to be here, and we look forward to having a very fruitful conversation today. Hopefully, as usual, Liberian government.
Thank you, sir. Even though you drove like some of the, how you may call it.
Hopefully, hopefully the Liberian government is listening. Normally, the president, they always send the link to him to listen.
Oh, yes, indeed.
So we don't know about today, but we know normally they listen to us. We will find out in a minute, but we're here to have a very fruitful conversation to also enlighten the minds of the Liberian people on the happenings and give our own perspective as to what it entails, what it means for Liberia moving forward.
Well, great. Thank you so much, Mr. Connor. And we send the link across, so that means the rest of the other team from Nima County, maybe from Swedru Ganjide, and the other team from Bon County, and the rest of our panelists will be here with us this evening. So, Steve Bode, as usual, my brother, today is Saturday, so you have to take charge. But Mr. Connor still want to put me into the situation. The people, they can arrest anybody. Steve, please, I beg you, the church. So, Mr. Kana, I want to reduce my height and turn the entire show over to Steve. Steve Bole, and remember what Mr. Kana.
No problem. I got you.
Yeah, we're gonna probably this. Anyway, so
the new what's going on? The new settings in the thing here. I don't know. It confuses me. That's why I keep clicking on and clicking off, confusing me. But Melbourne, you know, I'd like for you to please, you know, be in charge of the show. And the reason for that is I want to be your guest today on the show. Myself won't be guest. You know why I won't be guest? Because I want to be able to discuss the issue that are going on into it. You know, Mr. Kanaja, before coming on the show, I never talk about this person for a long time, but I listened to him. And I think as we get in the conversation, Joseph Boakai needs to let him go right on the spot. That they coming money, Joseph Boakai must let him go. Eugene Fagon must go. Joseph Boakai need to, if Joseph Boakai serious, he need to fire Eugene Fagon. And I will say the reason why. You know, I want to welcome our people. Folks, I will not be in charge of the show. I will be your guest. Listen, I made myself guest. Yeah. So Mr. Kane was maybe that way only they can decide who will be in charge of the show. Because there's a lot going on that we need to talk about. And I saw Mr. Kane, I read your post last night. I read your post early this morning when I woke up. And I think it's important for us to pay attention. It's very, very important. It's very, very important. You know, and for me personally, I'm not here to say, you know, going back to the dark days or not. What I'm here to say is, I think the stage is already set, and I think there is no coming back to this. This is a messy mess. That's all I want to say. I'll turn it back to you guys. The show will be hot. Start inviting your friend. The show will be very noisy.
So maybe it's good to be here. Since Steve doesn't want to take over, I will take over. I will run the show.
Anybody can be a wrestler now.
The only thing you will do for me is when it's time to open the lines in Liberia.
I will do that.
We can hear from our people.
I will do that. All right, sir.
Well, it's good to be here. I want to say thank you to all our people for continuing to follow Sktv. I want to say thank you to all of you. I want to encourage you to share the show so we can get this conversation started. So, first and foremost, I want to inform the Liberian people that we are here to discuss the issue. And we're going to be giving you the opportunity, Liberian people in Liberia, to also participate, to share your thoughts, to share your knowledge. But before we do, it's going to be a conversation between us here. There will be questions, there will be answers, there will be argument, there will be counter-argument. At the end of the day, we will open the lines to our people and hear from them. So with that said, Melbourne, take us up to speed as to what is currently going on. I know you may not be able to keep up with everything going on because they are happening in a very fast pace. But yes, what's going on, Melbourne, in the nation's capital and Liberia as a whole?
Well, good. Mr. Kana, I think we thank you so much. We're going 20 minutes into our time, and to all of our people, indeed, thank you for joining us, especially those of you who are regular followers. Let me just give it out to all of you. Even though today we may not recognize all of you that Mr. Kana just stated, sorry though, but we will go on, and I guess you will enjoy the show. Yeah, so again, Mr. Kana, the entire season, I don't know which, I think we are now almost into season 6. This started since the since last year, October, when the entire impasse started with the we're going to become speaker, we're going to be we're going to be removed. That started October, and then unfortunately on the 18th of December 2024, the Capitol building, where the someone would say the joint chamber of the Capitol building got on fire. And since that day, there have been series of investigations ranging from the executive, from the Liberia National Police, and so forth. Because mind you, the reason I said the executive, the president said that there are people or the hooligans that set the place ablaze and so forth. Send them. There have been a series of investigation up to now, and that season back on up to where we are today. Like you just stated, because there's so many things happening. So the investigation been on with series of people of interest, including the former Speaker J. Florentine Kofa, who were now spending almost his second night in the prison. But again, after everything on yesterday, which was Friday, the Liberia National Police also sent a communication to the House of Representatives requesting the lawmakers who are people of interest. And I think that was either on Tuesday or Thursday during the session. And hopefully they said that on Friday, those people of interest, they should be able to show up. That means they should be able to turn themselves over to the Liberia National Police for interactions or for investigation and so forth. So when the 5 lawmakers, first there were 7 lawmakers. When those 7 lawmakers went after a certain time, two of them were released, including Francis Afoko and other Marvin Cole. They were released. After that, 5 of them left, and the 5 lawmakers, including only 1 female, also from the ruling Unity Party. So after all of the hauling and pulling and time wasted and so forth, Friday, mind you, Friday when you go to court, or in fact when you go to the Liberia National Police headquarters or maybe to another police station, Friday when there's any issues of you going to court, and when there's no way, that means you have to spend maybe 48 hours into the police cell, and maybe hopefully on Monday before going to court. So on Friday, after all of the time been wasted and so forth, the Liberia National Police come up between 4 to 5 or 5 to 6 to indict the 5 lawmakers. And because of time frame and so forth, they were not able to get their lawyers, so they had to be in the police custody where they spend their first night after all of the holding and pulling and so forth. Right? The people now on today, they were seen also at the Maneuver City Court, where they were having the chance to talk to the lawyers and talk to the court officers and so forth. But unfortunately, nothing materialized, because according to information, the bill that they were to maybe obtain, unfortunately, they could not. So they have to go to the Maneuver Central Prison to spend the rest of the time there up to Monday. That means from now on up to Monday, they will be there until their lawyer will be able to maybe obtain their bill for them to be released and turn over to their lawyers. But again, yes, indeed, the country is peaceful, but so many things happening coming from within the opposition bloc, to be precise. The CDC, they are having series of meetings, series of press conferences and so forth, and even to be to give you exactly what happened. Even their party chairman was also arrested for a few minutes or a few hours, because according to police information, they said that he was obstructing justice or so forth. So because of that, they had to get him arrested. And after that, after a few minutes, he was also released and seen at the party headquarters where they were having a press conference. But quickly before I come on the show, I saw a blaze at the Lockington Belt, where we saw a group of people put tires on fire, and there were a little bit of roadblock, but I think that have been removed as we speak. So far so good. These are some of the happening in the nation's capital, Monrovia, and Liberia, to be specific. That indeed these things are now building up with a lot of political tensions happening, oppositions having meetings back to back. Even civil society group, we are getting a lot of information that civil society group now, they are now gearing up as to how to how to go about with this. And so far, so nothing much apart from the happening from the House of Representatives, the lawmakers, and the opposition political party. So Steve and other Mr. Kane, so far these are happening. But we have quickly before I turn over, we have one of our sister, Binta Bilete. She just walked in and she said, in fact, maybe I feel like how to be part of the show on today. So yes, so she already here, but you can go ahead. What I do the setting mechanism to get her on the show.
Wow. Well, I think the show is going to be, like Steve would say, noisy. I was just speaking to one of the leaders in the country, and like Steve said, the game is on. People are not afraid, and people are not holding back. I can tell you that for sure. And this is something Joseph Boakai started, but I'm not sure whether they know the ramification of their actions. They may not know the limit to which it will go. Nobody's threatening war. Nobody's threatening anything. We are all responsible people, and we are all responsible to make sure we uphold the peace and tranquility we currently have in the country. But more so, it is the responsibility of the government to maintain the peace. It is the responsibility of the government to make sure that the country is stable, that the country people can focus on their living as opposed to running behind each other. But the government has to provide the conducive environment wherein Liberian people can move forward freely, exercise their franchise in accordance with the fundamental laws of our country, which include freedom of movement, freedom of participation, freedom of speech, and the rest of it. But I think we are seeing an emergence of dictatorship looming over the country. I think it is now already in progress, but we are seeing serious problem coming up. But Steve, while we await Melbourne to get connected, what do you see happening here? Do you think this is a genuine quest to institute some form of legality, or to show some justice, or this is just a witch hunt, or this is just a showmanship or a distraction? What do you think this is?
There are 3 or 4 things going on at the same time.
Okay.
The first thing that I want to confirm on the show, and we have said on the show repeatedly, because it seems like we can predict what will happen in the country before it happens for the most part, is we say on the show that everything Joseph Boakai touches or leads dies naturally. Yeah. And it ends up in chaos as well, just to add to it. As evidenced by that, most recently Joseph Boakai led, on his term to lead the CPP, it ended up in noise, in yo-yo, and in chaos, and he left in noise. The second thing that's happening here is the Unity Party is demonstrating ineptitude, incompetence, and they want to use distraction where they're undermining themselves. Mr. Kane, there is no way you can just, in less than 78 hours, or within 78 hours, coming from winning a seat at the UN Council, and you're creating that kind of noise around your government. You undermine yourself. It doesn't make any sense. No, it does not. So they are naturally inflicting wounds to themselves and undermining themselves. Another part also that has to be addressed is also, and we'll talk about the opposition part, but it's also a huge distraction, because a few days ago, this lawmaker voted that what they did doing and I'm not here justifying or saying Vanadikova is guilty or not. That's not my point. But they sent a blanket slate nullifying what the justice, the biggest court in the land, the Supreme Court, Well, when United Party wins a case, then the Supreme Court is the arbiter of all laws in the country. When they lose a case, then they won't honor the Supreme Court. Sat there and allow Richard Kuhn, who have said openly that he's a regime speaker, they passed a bill saying that whatever the Supreme Court said, our illegal activities that they carry on, they say no to hell with the Supreme Court, to hell with the rule of law, whatever it is. But they come and say certain group of lawyers, certain group of people will be charged for this crime and that crime and this. That's undermining yourself. That's creating chaos. I don't understand what the purpose is, but I think the bigger picture here is they're conflicting within themselves, Mr. Kane. Everything they have done so far is undermining, conflicting. That is the last thing I want to say, Mr. Kane, to this whole thing.
Thank you so much. Ali, Masali, my brother, welcome. How you doing today? How is the how is the DMV?
The DMV, okay, we here. Steve, what's up?
What's up, man?
Number happy Mubarak.
My man, yesterday, that today I got to go catch her. Yesterday, I didn't eat some of the Mubarak food. Yeah,
yeah, it's still continuing, it's still going on. Like, in Guinea, the people, we don't just celebrate it one day. I think the whole week thing we eating every day, we're going from one place to another. We enjoy ourselves. Yeah, but it's nice being here again.
All right, so it looks like everyone just finished with the setup. It looks like our surprise guest, Honorable Ability, is in studio. Maybe is it okay to bring her on now? I can't say. I think so. Okay. Well, why do you put the microphone even in your face? Like you don't also see our beautiful face.
Yeah, we got this. What's going on? But maybe why you go on the studio? They bring us around.
Yeah, you can't bring us. We're gonna beat my microphone in front of our face so we can see our face.
Yeah, if you're whether you want people to have a
maybe I'll pay for.
Maybe when I hit her. But anyway,
yeah.
we want to say thank you to all of you for following Sktv. We want to encourage you to share the show. Honorable Ability, welcome to Sktv. I know this is the first time, even though it's happening on a surprise note. A lot of people, we didn't announce this. We didn't tell anybody that you were coming on, but thank God that you're here. How are you doing today, and what's going on in Liberia?
Hello, everyone. Hello, Mr. Kane, Steve, and everybody. Yeah, we are here. Liberia today, I don't know how to analyze what really happened today. So, what I saw from yesterday to today is just a proof point that we did this. I didn't see anything like law. I didn't see them applying any law. I am seeing people applying strength. They want to track strength. They say, oh, maybe tomorrow that they can hear us saying that, oh yeah, the Pope representatives in jail. That's all. I didn't see anything else.
Okay. So, folks, we want to welcome all of you to Sktv. I want to encourage each and every one of you to share the show. Let's just get the ball rolling. I want to say this. Maybe this will set the stage for this conversation. First and foremost, we want to encourage every one of us to share the show. If you're on the radio, invite your friends to listen. If you are following us on YouTube, share with your friends. If you are following us on the Facebook, continue to follow us and share with your friends, share in the groups that you are in. What is going on in Liberia today? It is a distraction. It is a showmanship. And it is also proving us right that everything Joseph Boakai touches dies. And if care is not taken, we may not have a country after Joseph Boakai and United Party government. We hope that will not happen. We pray to God that He will save our country. And we pray that Liberian people will stand up against this. You know, Steve said something regarding the just and the stalemate within the House of Representatives, leading to the Supreme Court and back and to the House of Representatives, and then that led to the election. You know, when Richard Kun resigned, when Richard Kun actually was impersonating that he was the speaker, then eventually after Speaker Kofa resigned, Richard Kun said he resigned from no position. But what happened? His declaration that he resigns, his participation in the process for an election for the speakership proved that he was never the speaker. Proved that up until the time Speaker Kofa resigned, he was the speaker of the House of Representatives. And for the 8 months, he was not paid as a speaker. So all the changes that he did, the budget that they passed, the budget that was given to Richard Kun, the $5 million that was given to Richard Kun, all of those things came to a serious question. They underwent scrutiny. So it was proved that Speaker Kofa deserved the 8-month pay as Speaker of the House up to the date he resigned. And to help him fight, the people on the block, on the majority block, on the minority block, was supposed to be the one to support him. So Joseph Boakai government and this particular fight again is led by the Vice President Jeremiah Kun. They want to intimidate the people. They want to put fear in them. They don't want Speaker Kofa to fight to get his money. And they don't want all the illegality that happened. Do you know those guys receive money from a lot of companies? Millions of dollars. They don't want those to be investigated. They don't want anybody to talk about them. They don't want all the corruption that happens under the period of 8 months. They don't want it to be investigated. So they're trying to put fear in the people. And the reason why, or one of the reasons why they decided to do this on the weekend, was to prove a point, to embarrass the people, to show to the Liberian people that they are in power, to show to the Liberian people that they can do anything and go free. So tomorrow, they can beat their chest, like my sister Binta rightly said, to say, we the one can put representative in jail. We the one can put former speaker in jail to intimidate everybody, to show to the world that they are in control of the country. But I can tell you, this is also a test to the opposition community and to the Liberian people. If you allow these kinds of behavior to continue, all the opposition, you may not have space in Liberia. George Weah could be arrested for no reason. Musa Belete could be arrested for no reason. Alexander Cummings could be arrested for no reason. All the major political actors could be arrested for no reason, just to intimidate them, to insert some fear in them, so that they can be scared, so that they can vacate the political arena, so they can go free and do whatever they want to do without being held accountable. My question to all of you, I will start with Sister Binta. Do you think we have opposition in Liberia? I'm not just speaking about the leadership, but Liberians in Liberia, common people. Do you think they are ready to stand up against these bullies and emerging dictators? A question to you, Honorable Binta Belete.
Thank you, Mr. Kane. Yes, Liberians are tired. Liberians are exhausted. Liberians are surprised. Some, at least I can say 49% of the Liberians people are confused. First of all, we who are doing business, nobody buying. You go in the market, the same way you went, that's how you coming back. You end up asking your friend, please pay my way. No one visiting their friends, not because they don't want to visit, but you don't even have transportation because nothing is going on well. So because of that, trust me, people are ready to stand up. People are ready to ask the government question. What is happening? Why is it that everything we spoke against CDC for, why is it being repeated and even double and even worse? But this time, we're supposed to be at least saying, oh yeah, George Weah government did this. We're supposed to be showing and saying to people, yes, this is what the government, CDC government did wrong. But today, we are overwhelmed. We cannot even recognize what President Weah and his people did wrong, because the one we see now is bigger. So things are not okay. We shouldn't fool ourselves. If government officials are taking pay, they are okay, they and their family. Majority of the people are not okay. Even the very ruling party members are not okay. Few people who are able to get around big people and they're getting 1 or 2 cents, they are the one causing noise on Facebook, making noise on radio. But even the ruling party people are disappointed, even more than us. So yes, people are ready to wake up and stand up for the cause. We are ready.
Okay. Thank you so much. Same question go to Ali before I go to Steve and Mabel. So Ali, do you think we have would we really have opposition in Liberia, whether it's the leadership or the Liberian people themselves, the regular, the common people, the everyday people? Do you think Liberian people are ready to stand up against these bullies and the emerging dictators?
Mr. Kane, thank you for the question. The problem, first of all, I see like Mr. Boakai, he had already tested the Liberian people and he passed. And this thing, if we cannot stand up, they think, oh yeah, how long from now, 2029, we will vote you out. This country is draining down gradually, and from now to 2029, we will see Liberia nowhere but in the pit. Because for the fact that this government, the president came to power, and the first thing he decided was to try the rule of law by abusing the rule of law in the Supreme Court. And Liberian people sat there, they didn't do anything about it. The opposition sat there, they didn't do anything about it. That was the first free rap of Joseph Boakai. telling the speaker, oh yeah, those machines are brought their own gentleman agreement. And the problem, in as much as Liberia, we believe in impeaching our president, our leaders, and team, and Joseph Boakai will do anything at his will and pleasure, and nothing will happen. Because even if Liberian people decide to stand up, this is a government that doesn't believe in respecting rule of law, the constitution, and it is quite unfortunate that this government campaign heavily on respecting rule of law. And the moment they took power today, this is the very first thing they decide to, they respect the rule of law, the Supreme Court. So even Liberian people, when you stand up, Joseph Boakai is a don't-care old man. That's what I said. This man worked all his life in government and he felt he couldn't manage his own life. Voting for Joseph Boakai as a president is like you have given our country to a failure. So at the end of the day, no matter how our people stay in that country, this is a dictatorship government Joseph Boakai is running. He's not going to listen to anyone. Joseph Boakai surrounds himself with political juntas, gangsters, and hooligans, and we can see what is happening in the country. So Liberia is not safe. If you people say you will stand up against this government, they are going to brutalize people, put people in jail for no reason, and nothing will come of all of it. Because the justice ministry is under Joseph Boakai control. Even the Supreme Court now is going to be under his control. So Liberian people can stand up, but when they stand up, this government is going to pay them no mind. Joseph Boakai is a dictator, and that's how he's running the country.
Thank you, Ali. Thank you, Ali. So, maybe before I go to Steve, maybe I listened to Chairman Janga Ko when he was released from the prison. He was saying that the government does not seem to respect the rule of law, that we are going to take our destiny in our own hands. What does that mean? You think the CDC has the spine to withstand the bullying, threatening, and the intimidation of this government?
Well, Mr. Khan, thank you. I think there are a lot of citizens, well-wishers, and a lot of supporters of former President Weah who are even disappointed, even the chairman, the way he handling the entire party, especially when it comes to what happening and so forth, because they feel that in fact they are not given the opportunity to stand up. So to this question, yes, maybe let's just say maybe that's going to happen, but I don't know how soon that's going to happen. But again, from what we see today, with them standing up, some of the supporters coming out now to even force out their own disagreement with the way things are going. I think, yes, we may likely see a robust, maybe opposition that are going to stand up because, mind you, we are the media. We are not able to play with all of the happening, what they're doing. But it leave with them to stand up or not. But to just all up to what Brother Ali just stated, he's right. Mr. Kane, everything broke down already on this government we call the most experienced government headed by my own deacon, President Joseph Boakai. Because even to go with a budget for 7 months, an illegal budget for 7 months, and today these people are even coming up and saying that we had to make the budget to be legal, and they are parading around freely, they're sleeping in their home freely. Then that tells you that indeed we are just living now just because of the grace of God, the power that be now control the power, and nobody want to talk. That's the point. That was even if you see my post, I said people don't care about 100 million, 200 million, 50 million, 500,000 money that's supposed to build a school. They don't care about that, but they were impressing you. I've known to hear anything about fire. That means where that money coming from. Don't burn the place. You can do anything. You can steal from them. You can corrupt the assistant. You can do anything you want to do, but don't burn where their money coming from. So Mr. Kane, until they have opportunity up, but for me, we hear and we're watching them.
So yes, to you, Steve, I know we've been saying this before, that Joseph Boakai is not a leader. He doesn't know what is going on in the country. He doesn't know what they are doing. But the fact that he is the president, whatever going on, he will be responsible. He will be held responsible for anything going on in the country because he was the one elected. But everything that's going on right now, Steve, do you think this government understands the magnitude of these things, wherein the government is the one that is creating the condition, the situation to bring the country to its needs? Do you think they actually understand the magnitude of their actions, Steve?
Well, Mr. Kane, I want to, first of all, I want to disagree with Aliou Masale that the Liberian people shouldn't, to paraphrase him, shouldn't, the government is doing that, and the Liberian people shouldn't come out, they shouldn't do this. Let me say this, the government, and we had people, they would do this, they would do that. Joseph Boakai is on departure. Joseph Boakai could leave this world anytime from now. Joseph Boakai, now we leave the whole thing about Joseph Boakai. Joseph Boakai not care about that thing. Joseph Boakai on departure, he not care about that thing. Most of the action, and probably, he might be aware of it, but I don't want to put in the picture because Joseph Boakai, in my honest opinion, he's inconsequential. In other words, he's not important. His absence and present at the scene. It is of no importance. He just going by the flow and enjoying himself. So he's not important. So I really don't think Joseph Boakai, is calling shots here and there or whatever it is in this particular case. Because Joseph Boakai won't noise. How long? Somebody run to that whole radar and scare Joseph Boakai, he out. So I don't want to focus on him. The one I want to focus on are the people, the younger people around Joseph Boakai, the Delon, the Yombly, the Jeremiah Kuhn, the what her name? What the political advisor? What her name? From Madeline, she became political advisor. I don't understand where that one happened. The Mandela, the one who calling the shots around him, the young people, they're trying to conceal the power. This is an intimidation tactics. It's psychological. As part of this also is the bigger picture. What you see them doing now is to send a message for the July 17th protest. There's a bigger picture the guys are trying to print to say if you decide to stand up or speak out, like you said, Mr. Kane, if Kofa wants to speak out about his benefits or whatever it is, they're trying to silence him. So they're sending a bigger message to everybody. If you rise up, this is what we'll do. So they are doing it. They know what they're doing. But here is my frustration. I don't care about this government. My frustration is why the opposition are sitting. Yesterday I said on the show, let me say on the show today again. I wish the government yesterday would have arrested Musa Belete and all the men who are on the rule a long time. Yes, because you know what? On the show we told them, don't resign. You see, Mr. Kane, when I say this thing, people get very me. But let me say the truth. Don't resign. All that negotiation the men were going in. Mr. Kane, one of the things you told me from day one was there is no formal enemy. There is no way Jeremiah Kune Kogaden will be in your interest because they know you all want to remove them from power. You want to take them from there. So the men were all at the coup. Haven't you noticed United Party? When they're breaking the law, then they're patriotic, they love the country. When somebody else won't take action, then you're not patriotic, you don't love the country, and you won't bring war. So at the end of the day, let me be honest with you. The Liberian people are looking for leaders that will step up so they can follow. Normally, we Liberians, most of us, we're looking for somebody who will lead us to follow. I can say it to you today, if the opposition put their acts together, which they are more than a United Party, it's done for the United Party. The child who say emergency, secondly, now Joseph Boakai responsibility to hold peace in the country. They're not the Liberian people. If Joseph Boakai don't want peace, if United Party don't want peace, y'all bring laws in the country. Simple. What think you're scared of him? What think they're gonna be afraid of? If they don't do Mr. Kane, they will strip them of everything, they will demoralize them and disgrace them. I'm telling you that they got a motive.
Definitely. So that brings me to Honorable Binta Ability here. By the way, those of you who may not know, Binta Ability is the chair for the auxiliary of the CMC. She's the one responsible. She's the big woman. She's the coordinator of all the people there, all the group, small group in the whole country that God has said, or that will be part of our CMC. So
National auxiliary.
Yeah, so she's the national executive chair. So they're now small person. However, my question to you: we saw pictures, we saw press statement bearing the signature of 4 major political parties in the country: the George Weah, the Communists, the Musability, and another political party. Is this just a lip service or showmanship, or this is something that has really meat on it? Should we expect? Because I do not expect Joseph Boakai and the Unity Party to actually listen, to follow the rule of law and respect anybody. They will do what they want. They are dug in.
Yep.
And they're not going to cave in. They will never budge. So I'm asking you now, is the opposition just doing this as a showmanship, or they are serious, they got some spine to actually act, or they are a bunch of spineless noisemaker, toothless bulldogs? They will just bite, but they can bite. Do you think this will have any meat on it? Binta?
Yes, Mr. Colonel. As you can see, Mr. Kumi is a serious man, and his party is part of this. Honorable Musa Berete, our PL, he also, when you follow something, he's there to see the end. He's there. And the rest of the political leaders and their parties, they are also there. They are not joking. And we are not joking either. But what I can say here is God loves Liberians. Liberia just won the seat from the UN. With this government maintain peace for winning a seat, they're supposed to be keeping peace, or will they come to brutalize citizens when they come to speak their mind? We're not going to fight. We're not throwing stones. We're going to tell the government that we are dissatisfied with the way things are going. So we're not going to express ourselves. So bringing police people all over the place, taking over just to carry four representatives to jail. You saw the whole place flooded with police. Even to our community, we need to have small checkpoints. I realized today none of the police people were there. I mean, they were all called to go escort 4 representatives to jail, because that is their part of the, I think you can call it, rescue project. So this project they achieved today, nothing else will come up. All they wanted was to say, we jail Fonati Kofa, we jail Abu Kamara, we jail District Tibo, and did it from Grand Gita. They finished achieving. That their achievement there. And nothing, like I said, no law will apply. They calculated it. They knew yesterday was Friday. Even with the lay people, we know that when somebody carry you to a police station or court by Friday, after 2 o'clock, jail, they want to carry you. And what they wanted, they just want to put them in jail. Because you can't say for Natina you want to raise bill, or Abu Kamara, or Desistibu and Representative Dede. No. These people, they want to raise their bond, but they refused it. Allegedly refused the people born. But we'll find out. Money is coming. Look, let me say this. When Justice Janet were illegally, they were doing the process of illegally removing one of the people, or one of the person who started the protest. Protest, you don't have to announce it. I wake up early morning, maybe Mayborn can remember, my household, the people from my house, they are the one I get placard to. Musa Keita was there. He came earlier as well. He helped me to write all the things and then give it to my people, my own family. I meet people from my house. And when people pass, they will be that, what are you doing? I say, I'm protesting. That person will get up. Before they say 10, 12, that place was packed. Because we went to speak to the legislators. We wanted them to hear us. We were not throwing stone. And these very people are part of us. The people who are misbehaving today, they are disrespecting our law, the rule of law in all corners. We all were there. They joined that particular protest. We were there to tell President Weah and his people that they were going wrongly. So why today? Why that same thing should be repeated? So we will go. We will watch them. They're threatening us with hot water. They're threatening us with police people. Today you saw police with arms. So that common thing. Why you carry police with arms for? What's so much? You carry people to jail. Nobody there to go fight you. But we'll speak our mind. We are not happy. Liberians are not happy. The propaganda they used to, we finish knowing the secret that we can bypass that propaganda. We ourselves, we finish learning. We have learned everything that the United Party have to carry on when it comes to propaganda. So the secret behind that propaganda, me and have it. And we apply it on them. We apply that propaganda on them. We tell them, we're not coming to fight. We're coming to express our feelings to President Bouaka, to tell him that this is not what the Liberian people expected. 42-year experience turned to nothing. I was not in a position to get angry with President Weah or the people, because when they were coming, we said they were inexperienced. So anything we see or everything we saw, it was what we expected. But we didn't expect this thing are happening now. We were not expecting it from this government. We expected the government to be going, the procedure should be right, peaceful, because they have the experience. They have experience 42 years. Besides the president 42 years, 98% of the people leading today, they were in Madam Sali government. What happened to what they learned? So they only telling me that everything that happened in Madam Sali government, it was from herself. Because the way she wanted our government to go is the way the government will go. It was not by their knowledge. Because what happened to the knowledge? They're supposed to have more instead of decreasing. They're confused. They don't even know what to do. They don't want to sit down and just pour our hand at it. We're not for our hand. We express our feelings. We'll talk to the Liberian people. We'll peacefully get out there and speak to our president. She ain't been now president for the United Party. Yeah. Even if we didn't vote for him, but at least 50% or 49% of the Liberian people, 50%, 51%, voted for him. Just 17,000 difference. So you should know we are as well equal to the people who are leading. So half of the government or member of the government are the one that disenchanted today. So when you sit on their feelings, you sit on our feelings.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much. You are speaking with so much passion, with so much confidence, and I believe if every single member of the opposition political party will be like you, will be thinking the way you're thinking, we'll see some fruitful result. So, Steve, before we go to we're going to go to the line earlier today, but before we do, let me throw this question to all of you. Do you think the Liberian people are actually getting fed up with whatever's going on in Liberia with this government?
Yeah, already fed up.
But do you think Joseph Boakai government people, they are depending on the police to brutalize, to handle the Liberian people? Do you think they have enough police? If Liberian people ready to protest across the country, not just Monserrado, not just Monrovia, to express their dissatisfaction, to express their anger, the way the country being run by Joseph Boakai and the Unity Party. Do you think they have enough security to maintain some order in the entire country?
Is that
Because
question?
Liberia is not Morovia.
You want me to go first, or you want other people to go?
Yes, I want you to go. Well,
let me say this, and I think this is where my frustration comes in with the opposition. You know, I listen to lots of opposition leaders, and even when I was listening to Changa quote today, to hear him talking about the fragile peace of the country or whatever it is, or whatever, just stop being cowards. Which fragile peace? That you're responsible to keep peace? Who told you opposition responsible to keep peace anywhere? Who told you that? Which one in the country you don't go to, they say the opposition must keep peace? Who told you that? You don't make any sense in our country. Your sense of reasoning is upside down. I'm making things that can be happening the way they're happening. Bintu just said to us that in our community, police they used to be there, but to escort the full representatives today, and even as that, the full representative that we're talking about, Priscilla Cooper is alleged that she's part of the Unity Party group. That's why she was removed from the prison. It's alleged. She was free yesterday, which makes no sense. But that's aside the point. If in your community, police can leave from there, Mr. Kane, let me say this today. I'm saying it on the radio. If the opposition want for me to work with them to strategize, I will strategize for them behind closed door. It's time for us to put heads together and strategize. This foolishness must stop. You get police leaving our community. They think so to start sporadically. Nobody should be asking any security apparatus or government to go to walk in the street or to protest. Nobody should be doing that. Nobody should be doing that. Nobody should get approval for that. So if the opposition serious, if they're a serious-minded group of people, they need to sit together and stop the planet talking. I can't go into go sit down in a long shedding and wearing all this sweating. You know, go sit down somewhere. Let them strategize before they implement. Let them start talking. Let them stop the talking, because the talking is giving the government way to be able to figure out what they're doing. Mr. Kane, the government does not have the capacity to continue anything. All that way you can hear them talking about, and the military and the other one. That's scam. They don't have the capacity to continue any kind of noise that in that country. I'm saying it today. They don't have the manpower. Most of the police, they're hungry. Those people are malnourished. They don't get food to eat. If you wear anything for 22, I call the police, men are getting 20, I say, brother, go change your clothes, you can sit down, or you can do it. They will join us. So at the end of the day, this thing needs to be strategized correctly. Things need to be carried on correctly. Let the opposition lead the planet talking. I won't beg the opposition. Just stop wrecking. You're leading wrecking business. You are dealing with people who are very criminally minded and dangerous. The Unity Party is not afraid to break laws. They're not afraid to break rules. And they're very clear about it. So if you are dealing with that kind of people, you must take radical stance against them. You can't negotiate or compromise. Your position must be your position. You hear a certain LBS director telling you, say, Fanatikova must go to court and confess that he's a criminal. And confess that he did it and ask the court for mercy. What
very serious?
The same man is saying the certain LBS director, the same man sitting telling you, say, they might carry Musa Benete. If Musa Benete does not shut up, they will go after him after the road fund. But the same man is saying Musa Benete paying the road fund though. Even in the country, when you owe government or whoever you owe, they can put you on payment plan. Now, if you default, then you'll get problem. But you say the man paying, but you say the man must shut up. So in other words, the goal here is to suppress the opposition, to make sure that nobody criticizes the government or go against them. That's it. That is the
but they could be doing that at their own detriment, because that could bring an unexpected end to the government. Because you know what? No government can stand against the people.
I agree with you, but that's why that's why the people need to this thing.
Yes, Steve, thank you so much. So Ali, from there we'll go to Mabel, and then we're going to be opening the line shortly so that we can hear from the Liberian people, that we would have enough time to respond to react to the responses from the Liberian people. So Ali, so my question with the CDC actually was not answered as expected. Maybe Mabel is holding back because he's a journalist. He is there in Liberia. Perhaps he may be afraid of being attacked or being somehow, witch hunted by the same people. But Ali, do you think the statement by the CDC chairman, Janga Ko, that this government is not ready to uphold the rule of law, that we are taking our own destiny in our own hands? Do you think the CDC has the spine, the manpower, the courage to stand up against these guys?
Mr. Kano, first of all, the CDC, one thing I would like to say about the CDC, there's certain nonsense I can see them doing. When time for serious issue, you will see these people whole day they want to be singing, party slogan, this and that. This thing make no sense. When you people have important thing to discuss, all that time you're taking Amanda, you should be discussing something very important. But the CDC, for what I'm seeing, all the scare tactics of Unity Party, it is working on CDC. If Unity Party go to bed today, all they are thinking 95% is on the opposition, more especially CDC looking at them to be the biggest opposition party in the country. But today the CDC, they are just setting. United Party, if the people don't respect Supreme Court ruling, they respect rule of law. All the your press conference, you think I want to go to listen to. These people believe in violence, but we are not telling you to get in the street with violence. But you have to carry on peaceful protests in our country that will last for 2-3 days, if possible, a week. Not to go and be stooning people, to be jumping into government buildings and things. No. Just as my sister said, do it peaceful, let the world see you. Whole week, 2-3 days. All the things that people doing, they can't stay when people, all the Liberians, when they get up today against the government, even though President Baka don't believe in respecting rule of law or any other thing, they will just go and brutalize people, and he doesn't care. This old man, when we were told him Bondo in Liberia for 1990 to 2003, he was nowhere in Liberia. So he know what happened in our country. So this is why I say he came to power. He continued to undermine the peace and stability of our country. And the CDC being the biggest opposition, they are sitting there doing nothing. And today you will see people talking that George Weah come out, George Weah come out. And these people that George Weah is one of their targets. Joseph Baka was over there on George Weah step down campaign because he failed in his life. So he was there campaigning for George Weah to come down. So this is why they want him to come to, so they can disgrace him. They just want to go and go after all the opposition, to disgrace them, to bring them to public ridicule. And you listen to what Fagon said, they will go after Belete. In a serious manner country, can you put Fagon in your government? Or failure like that? That one who sat in America here doing nothing. These people live from nothing they get to do but to destroy our country. Anything happen, they get a green card, they get a passport, and they come back. And the Liberians are there sitting looking at them. And one thing I want to ask Maybone, maybe some of you can answer this question as well. Because people say we in America, we know anything that happening in Liberia. But when it comes to the Capitol building, or Stephen, we are here. Hello, brother. Excuse me, I'm doing something, please. 1 second. We are in this country. You and I know if something happened in this country, in that building, the men may ought to understand, Gregory Coleman, that the building was highly protected by security. And he said 65% went for investigation. I want to know from Maybone, say the burning of the Capitol building, beside those people that were working in for the Tikopa office, have you seen any other person going for investigation on the burning of the Capitol? Those security that they talk about, have you heard that they investigated any security at the building? These are things I wanted to know, because we are in a country, like where I'm working now, if something happened while I'm home, the security here, these are the first people to be contacted to be investigated. But today we see anything like that, but they are holding the people, putting them in jail. That's up to them. Joseph Baka, you're the one supposed to maintain the peace and stability of that country. The government is responsible to maintaining the peace. But if the government don't want to maintain the peace, it's up to him. You people just got a non-permanent seat at the United Nations Security Council. As I said, I want the government to get us, I want Liberia to get a seat, but not the Unity Party government, because the way in which they are proceeding is completely contradictory to that seat. They get the spine to get to maintain that seat, They don't have the character and the integrity that have to do with that seat. So I want to know, because we never wanted her. John is undergoing investigation for what happened to the Capitol building. This other police officer was assigned to the Capitol building. He's undergoing investigation. But only those people that were working in the speaker office, if this kind of investigation required to be free, fair, and transparent, these people, they are only there to destroy that country. And the CDC, they are not ready yet. When they're ready, we will know. But CDC, as a political party, they are not doing anything to put this government feet to fire.
All right. Thank you so much, Ali. The reason why we may mention the CDC is not because CDC is the only opposition political party in Liberia. But CDC
I want to talk on the CDC thing.
Yeah, CDC just left power. And most of the people that are actually being attacked, being intimidated, harassed, are citizens. CDC before, we used to know that CDC used to be a very ruthless, very energetic, and serious-minded party when it comes to holding government feet to the fire. But now they have tested power. They left power. The whole CDC changed. So I will let all of us to at least 1 minute each so we can go to the line. Let's forget about CDC for a second. Do you think the CMC, the ANC, and all the political parties, opposition political parties in Liberia, are ready for the drama? Do you think those political parties, do you think Alexander Cummings, Musa Belete, and other political leaders in the country are ready to stand up against these guys? Do you think they have the capacity, the support base to actually stand up against the Unity Party and their criminal and intimidation styles of politicking? Steve, do you think they're ready? Talking about the opposition, not just the CDC now, talking about CMC and the ANC and other political parties, opposition political parties. You think they are ready? Do you think they have the capacity to actually fight?
Well, I think they have the will, but here's what they're playing. They want to play safe. And that is where the problem is. Because I will say this, and I know all of them watching. If they're not watching, the close associates are watching. I want to say this to the opposition political party. You will not win power in Liberia by being Mr. Nice Guy. And that's true. It will not happen. You will have to stand up. You will not win power in Liberia by being Mr. Nice Guy. Let me tell Joe we are there. Let me tell Lizana Cummings. Let me tell Moza Belete. Let me tell whoever is running to be in opposition. That wretched plenty nonsense you're doing. It's not going nowhere. The people don't care about that thing. You leave all that wretched plenty. It's time to strategize. Look, the Liberian people are looking for somebody to take the lead. You can see it even here. But the local people, when you start talking the first thing they say, but then you'll come down and you'll lead a protest. That is the thing they're looking for a leader. That is the mentality. That's what's been entrenched and engraved in us. It's okay. It's okay to run with that mentality, but I'm saying the political party and the political leader there, you'll stop hiding your hand. One thing I will give credit to Joseph Juma Braga is this. When they were having protests, if you call for Joseph Braga to drag himself, he will drag himself and go there. He will show face. He will be there. He will show face. If you will stay there 5 minutes and just sleep and wear the glasses and be sleeping, you will be sleeping in the back end, but he dead. Y'all need to get serious. Y'all need a plenty of writing, baby, and then we're having consultation, we're having this, and you're having a meeting. Y'all leave all that foolishness. It's not working. These guys will run circle around y'all if you're not careful. The sooner the better. But now I expect the political party to start endorsing the July 17 protests. I expect the political party to, it doesn't matter opposition or opposition. I want you to define that word opposition. What do you mean? When you opposition, you are opposition. You're not there to be passing around praising government, thanking government. No, that's why you in opposition. So I'm saying, y'all want to do the writing, Bennett? No problem. Y'all can be writing all day, and y'all be writing, and y'all be calling international community. When the yo-yo start, the international community will come. Don't worry about international community. When the yo-yo start, they will come. That they own a job, how they can eat too. So
Thank
that
you.
leave out that plenty of small talking there.
Madam Honorable leader of CMC, do you think CMC and ANC ready to? I mean, are they ready for the yo-yo, as Steve will call it, the drama in the country? Because the government here, they're not playing. They don't care. Why should you care?
Yeah. Yes, we are. Like I said earlier, Mr. Cummings will not put his signature on anything that is not serious. At least I'll work with him from the CPP angle. So I know when you don't want to do anything, you will not get him to do it. But when you get him to sign on anything, then he already he thought about it and know that it's necessary. So he coming in. As for my political leader, he is ever ready. He is ready. And with the CDC, they are the one the people looking for. The main target are their people. But because they are opposition, we have to stand with them. You understand? So, like the question you asked about CDC, if they have the span, if this government was serious, CDC would not have the chance to talk. But because CDC is seeing what they did, they are seeing worse one happening. So they got the courage to talk. So they are talking. That's why they are part of what we are talking. But if we're under normal circumstances, we will be telling CDC, keep quiet. We will do the talking. Even though you are opposition, but from the past, we can't see you as the lead person to be speaking for us. But right now, CDC are baby for the people. When it comes to the funny things we are seeing. During CDC time, we could count the people who were going wrong, and we knew them by their names. But with this one, almost all the entities are into corruption. All the entities having issue. President Weir time, it was just Sacco. But these people, they have different grouping within their own government. The other clique, the other clique, the other clique, almost 5 or 7 different groups. Everybody standing on their own thing. They even fighting themselves. So this is serious. We can't sit down. We need to speak peacefully. If I leave from here, now, if CDC people stay to their place, I will reach there. The strategy must change. We have to be very serious. Like Steve said, we should stop talking plenty and plan for Mama Liberia. Or else, 6 years, we even 2 years here. So how long for Liberians should suffer for? We are suffering already. Things are not okay. No one should fool you. Yeah, with government officials, they are okay. Because at this time, if you carry 5,000, 3,000, 7,000, it's okay for anybody in Liberia to sustain yourself. But the common people, they are sleeping hungry. Even if you bring the market, I'm telling you, no buyer. Because I don't know if civil servants are even taking pay. Maybe they are being threatened. Like Jowia time, they not take pay, they will even protest. But now nobody talking and nobody buying. As a market woman, when civil servants are taking real pay, we can know. Because by the time they take pay, you tell from the way the sale will be in your shop. Yeah. But today, months, you will not have nothing to sell. So that's telling me, personally, I'm not saying that what happening, but what I think. Maybe they are not taking pay, but they are being threatened. If you stay here, we'll take you off. You will leave the government. Because, all right, we don't have law. No, the law is not respected. So where will you go? To labor? What's in the will address for you? What they'll be telling you? So the boy just studying now.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much, Binta. Thank you, Ali. Thank you, Steve Bolly. Mebon, so we have to go to the line to hear from the Liberian people. And the question is, when will Liberian people say enough is enough? Or are they going to allow Unity Party, Joseph Boakai, to have their way and do whatever they want in the country? All Liberian people, is it time to say enough is enough?
Well, so Mr. Kana, quickly, maybe in 1 minute before we go to the line, let me just say this. You know, to the what is the CDC or the other political parties or so forth, to the opposition, because even though beginning next week we're going to talk about all of these things happening within the opposition and all of the CDC. But again, I think the leadership of the CDC, I think they had to look at their leadership before maybe before this month end to see as to what's going on. Because Mr. Kane, from all indications that you just stated, that once upon a time, this you can be strong for the past almost 12 years. Then only in 6 years, then you be looking like you are nobody. There's something wrong somewhere. So maybe either there's betrayals, maybe there's something happening within the CDC. So I think the CDC feel how to go back to our closet and think about what really going wrong, or what are some of these things. Maybe there are some betrayals, some leadership, maybe deficit and so forth that they can work on. Because Mr. Khan stated, look, we had to be careful. We were here for the past 6 years. We saw all of the advocates, all of the human rights advocates, people were on social media insulting back to back. Even people were in the US calling for protests back home here. There was no war. As Steve just stated. But today, by the time you talk about it, say, oh, the war, no war will come here. Let me just say that before I go to the line. Don't allow anybody to put fear in you that don't stand up for your right, just because by the time you stand up, that means war will come down loud. That's a blatant lie. They're lying to you because they want to put you in that slavery mentality and make you feel that just stand up for your right. No, there'll be no war here in Liberia. There'll be no more war. Don't allow anybody to live for you. So thank you.
So one last thing let me say here. This was a surprise to me. The person said she wanted to remain anonymous. Somebody sent us cash out $25. In a minute, somebody sent us money. I just want to recognize that, to say thank you to the person. We appreciate it. I don't know what happened today, but this person decided to send us $25. We appreciate you. Thank you so much. Mabel, let's hear from our people.
Thank you, Mr. Kana, and Mr. Thank you to the person. Quickly, please, 1 minute. 1 minute. We don't want too much of explanation here. 1 minute.
Thank you, Mabel. This is David King, and let me say, good evening, Sister Binta. How you doing, my sister?
Good.
You see, the CDC is not weak. Like I said to some of our friends who've been concerned, the statement you heard coming from the CDC Monday, saying the government don't understand super of the democracy. They only want to listen to the harsh words and the protestation. This is a government that will just boasting if they had a security council seat when they're supposed to be protecting peace in the sub-region and other countries, but they are there carrying on violence back home. But we are seeing today, Monday, they can put a 5,000 police outside. They will not able to contain 100,000 person. We will make the Morovia stand very much ungovernable for Joseph Boakai and his left, because all they interested in now to steal our money and bring the title of destruction. A man like Eugene Facon, who had AAA, he had no sense of director talking about arresting Musa Belede, or Musa Belede should be arrested. This is this thing.
All right. Thank you so much. To this caller, quickly, good evening.
Hello, Mabel.
Yes, hello. Go ahead.
I'm Jeremiah calling from Chicken Soup Factory, but I came from Tapeta. I'm from Tapeta.
Thank you, man. God, for joining us. Go ahead.
stop threatening our country.
Nobody threatening country here, man.
No,
Man. Don't
don't even listen to that person.
Hello? Yeah, go ahead.
I'm Harvey Johnson calling from
What a fool.
You see to the issue there.
Yeah, go ahead.
The government just crossed the red line, as the CBD chairman said. Monday, when they come in, they must bring all the acts because moral will be on fire. Help break loose. Because what the government wants, the government choose to test permanent opposition figure in the country. Because the chairman of the CDC never went with violence. He just wanted to make sure that they carry the point to solve it. So he decided to go there. And when you went there, you know what I mean? Reach there. They stopped him right to Lee Street to the gas station. Try to make native women to understand that we not can protest and working to confirm what we are. If start to release order that they should arrest the chairman, they should beat on him. But native women, you just go stopping for yourself because people know your house, people know your children, people know you. So you can do those things. All our living right here. You can do things that people go for your family and your children. So Monday is a national holiday. Nobody going to school because while the chairman will be on after, he will be blacking all over La Morobio. The poor Mario Tuala, people here there be a Johnson, Banafe, all our places will be.
All right, you're talking. The people say you're scared. How you can be talking? Hello to this caller. Good evening.
My name is Jalabakwan. I call from Tenzil.
Yeah, go ahead.
My understanding is that the discussion tonight is mostly centered around the people who were jailed yesterday for Natikoba and the others. So I'm wondering whether their rights were violated, whether there were any constitutional violation of their rights because they were put in jail. That's what I'm really thinking about. If somebody can help me to really say it.
All right, thank you. Oh, sorry, I don't know why you wanted to know. But to this caller, quickly, good evening.
Yeah, good evening, Mabel.
Yeah.
Yeah, thank you very much for your show, Mabel. Mabel, once again, this is Aaron David Sammy. I joined your discussion for Omega Market and legacy of former President William. Mabel, the word weakness is not in CDC dictionary. Let's be clear to all Liberians and to the whole world. Weakness is not in CDC dictionary. CDC is a solid political
You're scared, man. You're scared, man. Go ahead.
No, listen, now, remember why it calls scared. When people are sitting watching people make behavior, and see what happening now, they put their expose their own weakness. Let me tell you, maybe don't put their afraid of CDC weak. They know why they are doing all those fear tactics. Remember, let me tell you, those people, they are lost their own popularity, they are lost from the people in this country. What they keep to deliver, they are deviated for him.
No, that's not the point. That's not the point. Some of the weakness. You guys go with them party. Nothing.
This is why some of us are concerned to hear from our honorable man, Mr. President, who was representing our nation in Mossevi. We're hearing that he was left out. He was not in a program, he was not invited. So we are concerned in nation in Mossevi. Mr. President, he said you have to explain to us why he was left out so that we can hold their mouth and responsible.
All right, you come out. You talk too much. Now what are people saying? So let's call a good evening.
Yeah, good evening, neighbor, and your co-host in the diaspora. I'm Teacher David Castle. I come from under the street like Eva Johnson. Thank you for the latest discussion. Neighbor and the governor is not a child play. Joseph Waka would take the governor to be a child play. They have deployed all their economic and monetary policy is not working. So to share the Liberian people right from their misfortune and that of their failure to deliver the rescue agenda to get into a wisdom. And it's not going to help Mr. Imabwaka and goodness in government. They are just creating a bad image for the government and that of the Liberian society in totality. Currently, as I speak, people are still burning tires on the principal street of Monrovia. You see where the country is heading? On Mr. Imabwaka. And in this particular morning, this was elected democracy. You have a man of antiquity, comes to power, you see that he can use intimidation and that is a term and a means and to target opposition of political parties. That's not going to work, just like my boy guy. You are not creating harm. Have you had Do you know the whereabouts of the Abura president coming in? This is my what does he say here? Government command are going to protect you. The air force are going to protect because we have our brothers and sisters in those regimes and in those sectors of the Lebanese society.
All right. Thank you. To this caller, good evening.
Good evening, neighbor.
Yeah, go ahead, my dear.
Let me say good evening to SMSA person Burger and the panelist. So let me appreciate.
I don't want to yell at me. I don't want to yell at me. Take me off.
All right. To this caller, good evening.
Good evening.
Yeah, go ahead.
I'm in a tunnel for program. Neighbor, why unfortunately for your you see, for the brother looking for morning, you will get it. And then I get they want to rush. You look at it, but I know who that's really about here. They see, I didn't point to neighbor. And watching to the rather from my game. I saw the other person in the middle, so when I stepped in the other person, the middle intro with one to swim my friend and swim my today. So they think about looking for everything. They put a food in it, so about morning, they have to order count shop.
All right, to this caller, good evening. Monday. Oh, so you're waiting for Monday. Is it Monday? I'm working a holiday or working a day. To this caller, good evening. Go ahead, we'll give you all the time. Go ahead, Chairman. Go ahead.
What was your low, me on?
You just want from me. I want to back you. No, you just spoke my mind. Why should our opposition be concerned about things than the ruling party? Right.
Because they are cowards.
Therefore, people out of force. Bring protest from multiple directions, like CJ said. Why you see the people taking police for all of American going to escort people? Why did you? It teaches you that those guys are incapacitated. See what people are doing. I hear somebody saying they're being at peace. More Ali in research and your page. They said to those easy boys, you don't want to have property kill a property. You try to bring a property. Why is this saying if you not doing it?
Exactly.
You have to be with an opposition or party or radio party where they play with your fish. People is talking their kind of reckless. Can you imagine that boy who was there, hunger, who would carry the pregnancy, say you're taking the other. Nobody said to us, I have for you. Today, salary, who salary, government salary, and you're saying that you're threatening like if you try it, you.
All right, thank you. You are coming in and yeah, that kind of way. So this good evening. Okay, talk. We'll see you. Yeah, okay, thank God. Go ahead, my dear.
We want two more, then we'll open the line in the diaspora.
Yes, indeed, Mr. Cannon. Yeah, go ahead quickly. I don't even understand.
Nobody study peace. That man study peace. It's not because you have a
Because when Pastor was protesting, where were he? You know, but I never go ahead.
Then you go to that and say, do a serious job. When people look at the issue, they don't answer issue. There's nothing to say to the people, around the people.
Yeah.
People that die, don't get to arrest. Then you start by putting a pastor, then you keep a mock.
Yeah, no, lead a pastor, lead a man of God, that man. Yeah, man, even though, yeah, man. Yeah, they people that you can control. Mr. Cannon, go ahead. Let me see. Maybe let me just take the last call quickly. Please, you're not going to with people. Hello to the last call of briefly. Yeah, you're too serious. Go ahead.
When the year was to graduate, that was the year the popular uprising, like the rest riot took place with Chief Bako Mafia and the rest of the people. We are telling the Liberian people, we don't want the resurface of what happened in 1979. 1979, that's why the government had a lot of security here. It was the bodyguard who were assigned to the government that were pushing them. Minister pushing them. The man who was sending me to school, the late Cesar Dennis, I saw his bodyguard hitting him with one bucket to BTC. They will not forget, if this demonstration come will be one policeman to 500 Liberians, or one army man to 200 Liberians. I am seeing it. It is serious. The government must change the strategy now or else. My brother, the peace office of the 1979 is about to come. Thank you very
All
much.
right, thank you. That cause Mr. Connor, and he's saying something so important, something serious. The people you think that you told are guarding you, they may even be pushing you. Go ahead and take calls, please.
Yeah, so Mabel, thank you so much. I want to say thank you to all the callers. Moving forward, like I said the last time, when I'm now on, that's the time all those sycophants can come here. You allow them to talk nonsense and go. We are discussing serious issue about Liberia and the Liberian people. We expect serious-minded people to call in and give their opinion on serious issue. Those sycophants, those press singers, let them go call their stupid reloader to make their sycophancy there. To come here and start praising Joseph Boaga for doing nonsense, for creating problems in our country, for putting other people's parents in jail, other people's leaders in jail, for threatening the livelihood of other people, taking people's businesses from them. You think that's a joke? You think it's a fun? You think it's funny? All of those, are called in the peanut brains. When they call here, try to praise things for Joseph Boaga, this is not the station for that. Call and contribute. If you think Joseph Boaga is doing the right thing, come and defend it. Be real, be honest. We are sick of friends, we don't got time for that. This is not the place for that. Okay? Go call your rescue reloader, useless reloader, whatever they call themselves, wherein the entire government become talk show hosts. Go there and call them. Fully people there. This is not the platform for that. Go call your information minister, Darrell Dillon, and all those fully people that call themselves talk show hosts. Go call them and tell them and press things for Joseph Boaga to them. Sktv is not for that. Come call here talking about His Excellency Joseph Boaga. Sycophants. Don't bring that nonsense here. So again, if you are in the diaspora or anywhere, call in. We'll take your call. We need to take 5 minutes, and then we'll go back to our panelists and start the actual discussion. But again, while we await, I will bring this question to you. Anybody, when you call in from the diaspora, interrupt us, definitely we'll stop and listen to you. Interability. The CMC is...
Sorry, Mr. Can I tell you, complete pin the number because people, I think they're calling me on the WhatsApp, so I think, yeah.
The number to call, the people... Oh, I thought the Sktv people already got the number, yo. 480. Okay, somebody calling here. Let me see. Somebody calling from hello, caller. What is your name and where are you calling from? Hello. Yeah, you are very low. Go ahead.
Yeah, Sekou, how you doing, brother?
You are live now. Yeah, go ahead.
Yeah, you see, Sekou, I can be loyal to you, and I see people they respecting you. At the end of the day, all I can hear from you, forget it. What will you think I will get the strength from to keep fighting for you? Let's put it that way. Peter saw Jesus carry all the miracles. Now, what gave him the strength? The first attack on Jesus, Peter caught somebody ear. But Jesus took the ear and put it right back and told Peter, say this thing is a spiritual warfare. You will not understand. So when the real attack came, what happened? Peter said, my man, I know that man, let me go for his own battle. And what Peter gave it for the whole thing. George Weah is not a fighter. George Weah is a scary leader. During the time, even when you were in opposition for the past 12 years, everything that happened, no children want to wake up to rise up. He was saying for the sake of peace. Even when he was leading the country, they began to think on the side it was COP or CBC. What happened, George Weah J? Who began that I was fighting for him? Now, when you expect children to get strength from to rise up.
All right.
So every time they wake up, like we have we cool them down.
All right, thank you. Just 1 minute for everybody. Caller, what is your name and where are you calling from?
My name is Sekou Donzo. I'm calling from Philadelphia.
Sekou Donzo, go ahead.
Yeah, I'm going to say they quite privy concern about
people going outside to support CDC because of the arrested this full representative. It was not the same full representative sit on the bench.
Nobody tell you to should go out to support. No. Hold on. I may gotta hold on. Okay. I'm telling you, on Sktv, we are not telling anybody to go and support CDC. We are telling everybody to stand up for what is right, stand up for the rule of law, stand up against dictators, stand up against people who don't respect the Constitution, and speak for yourself and speak for Liberia and ask for good governance. That's what we are saying here. So I want you to make your point based on that.
Thank you for for what you're telling me. But what I'm trying to say is that it's today Liberian know that it's the wrong thing by arresting a full representative to go to jail. Why Liberian was present when they were moving cabinet down from power on the CDC administration? It was not the same Liberian who was supporting the people. So I don't see no sense of program.
Majority of Liberians, listen, let me say this to you. Majority of Liberians, all legal minds, all good people in Liberia, they stood up against the removal of Fukafunejanem. They did not protest like you expect. A lot of people expected them to do. But everybody that mattered spoke against it. And Joe Weah and then went ahead and did it. So you can't blame the people for that. Blame the Joe Weah government for that.
Let me speak my mind. That's what make the show. Everybody speak their mind.
Okay, go ahead. But when you speak something that is untrue, we gotta correct you. That's all.
Okay, so what I'm saying, protest is good. I agree on the protest. The Liberian people were sitting down when the Supreme Court rejected the rule and law. They never protest against it. The Liberian people were sitting down when the post said Fanatic Kofa, Fanatic Kofa is not a speaker of the House. They never protest against it. They're not Fanatic Kofa going to jail when they protest. Why are you protesting for? So thank you.
All right. So they're protesting because the government is becoming a dictatorship government. And if they wait, who next? That's the point.
Yeah, and I want to remove CDC.
You don't even know what you're talking about.
Yeah, so that's right.
CDC was removed.
Exactly, because we're not doing it right. So the people who put it do it right now, they need to move it.
Yeah, so let's go to Binta. Based on what we heard, based on the reaction of the Liberian people, both in the diaspora and in Liberia, what do you think? What do you see? I don't know why people are waiting for Monday. Protest not supposed to be, planned. It's supposed to be spontaneous. People can come at any time. Maybe some people can start protesting tonight. Because some people can start early morning tomorrow morning. Maybe there's no particular time for protest. Yeah, I think you're muted. Hold on 1 second. For some reason, you're muted. Okay, go ahead. We can hear you. Oh, I think we should hear you now.
If we protest tomorrow, it will be affecting people who go into church. And there will be not much people out there. And when you come out, you want people to know and feel that, people are out there for purpose. So Monday is okay. Monday is okay. It's not going to just be Monday. We will do our best to stay out there until our concerns are addressed. We will be there.
Okay. Fair enough. That's fair enough. I mean, what I'm saying here to those people who are listening, we're not telling you to vandalize or to do anything that you don't want to do. It's up to you. You decide how you want to protest. I'm not telling you what to do, how to protest, but I'm telling you it is your right to protest. It is your fundamental right on our Constitution. Freedom of movement, freedom of assembly. You can do it at any time you want to. It's up to you.
Yeah. You're right, Mr. Carter. But sometimes I get confused because these people, these very people, where they want out there protesting for wrong things. Why now? Why are they doing this? They are intimidating us with armed people, armed men all over the place. Any small thing. Even that protest, Vandala, Patrick initiated. I was one of the first people on the ground. I called them. I said the ground is not safe because you won't believe the police people left the mansion and the Capitol building. They came right to where they had our dome monument. Where they came right in front of LU. By that time, Vandera was to, I think, Vamuma. So I called you and said, they pay now, okay, me, I'm passing. That's how people coming. Master, I couldn't believe people, walking, coming. But when they reach there, you see the amount of police people with arms. But this one, me, I know that we are all Liberians. They will not fire us. They will not shoot. Because this country just won the UN seat. And since I know myself, I know UN to be for peace. So when you are hailing that seat, you should be able to protect peace. You're not supposed to be the one to bring police people with arm out to attack your people. You should be able to, you should get in a position to listen to your people. So when you talk on Facebook, they are there saying, "Your cowards that will put how I told you. Your cowards that police the army people will deal with you." And when you were coming outside, nobody came there. In fact, Jowiata, they were giving us food. They gave us food, they gave us bread, soft drink. It happened.
Okay.
So why not honor the leadership that believe to know all? Today, you are turning very disgruntled on your people. When you give Pagon, the last time he came and said Kofa will be arrested. Today, they are gone. And he came, he said, Musa Berete roll for arrest. What do you know about Rofon? He don't know anything because he was selling cassava in a shop in America. So you know nothing about government. He cannot govern. That's why when you were with information ministry, completely for everywhere, international, local, because Eugene could not do it well. He had no idea of the position they gave him. So he more everything, all over the place. He ended up losing a place. He went back to sell Sktv-Lib. Stanton took it. Sorry for calling that name here. But what he did, they were using a talking tongue to attack everybody. At the end, he attacked Stanton. He stay attacking Stanton. Don't be surprised. The thing when he attacked George Weah, he attacked Stanton, JMB Town will come. Because he also got corruption hanging on his head.
The man have said everything about JMB before.
Yeah. Okay, you are right.
He
did it before.
Yeah.
Because he's not stable. And those are the people that plenty.
JMB was brain dead. Yeah. So, but anyway.
So unstable people behind the paper.
Yeah,
that's why things are not going well.
Thank you, Binta. Thank you so much.
You have to be serious.
Ali, what is your take about, based on what we have from the Liberian people? Quickly, since we are running out of time.
Thanks to the caller for taking their time to participate. Like we said, Liberia now, everything is political. Anything that happens in the country, people will say, "Oh yes, we will do it." This government, like my sister said, everything they accuse CDC of, they are doing times 10 of this thing. And as I said, the seat that Liberia just got, this government, they are a complete contradiction to that seat. They deserve that seat with the kind of thing that happening. And even though, yes, we know everything the government they are doing, this is a scare tactics they are carrying on. But again, this government does not respect him. They doesn't respect rule of law, the constitution. We saw what happened in Kinjong. And because people know that they are carrying on scare tactics, and if the people in Liberia decide to stand up against this government, watch the process and see. They will handle people, they will brutalize people in our country, and nothing will come from out of it. Because the people themselves protest yesterday.
Ali, let me tell you something. When you say nothing will come from out of it, don't fool them.
But the people didn't work at the government.
But no government can fool people. The people are not ready yet. Let me tell you that. If the people get ready, all these people that you're talking about, they will manhandle people. They're the one who run away.
Till we can see them getting up, and then we know, because me, I know this government, they don't mean well for the country. They never came to govern, they came to wage war, they came to destroy the country. And this is what we are seeing. So we wait and see. Let Liberian people come outside and see what they are going to do. If they will give them that respect that the previous administration did. So we watch and see, we pray for the best. For me, I don't support any violence in the country. When it comes to protest, I want to see a peaceful, like what I can see happening here. But when it comes to violence and things, no, I just believe in peaceful protest, not violent. That's all.
Yeah. Thank you so much. The people will be peaceful, but I will not tell
We'll be peaceful.
Me, I'm not telling about how to protest. You protest the way you want to protest. That's your right under the law. And whatever you do, you are responsible for that. But I'm telling you, it is your right to protest at any time, anywhere. So, Steve.
Yeah, Mr. Kane, I want to say thanks to the callers. You know, we're having these conversations, and you know, I'm listening to people saying that they come here on Monday again. You're leading plenty talking. And the first problem you'll get, you can't be planning something, you'll be talking. You can't be planning something, you'll be showing your hand. You're leading plenty talking. Yeah. Start talking, you'll come out on Monday, you'll come out that one, you're giving people opportunity to prepare themselves, also to counter you guys, or to kind of strategize you guys. Don't do that. You're leading plenty talking. The second part about it, about what Ali just said, concerning, you know, the brutalized people, they will do that. The police people that are not injured, they don't fall for anything. They get family, they get play that they living through.
Yeah.
They get a human being. If a policeman brutalizes somebody and you know the policeman will go there for him, what is happening? The policeman have blood running in. The foolishness needs to stop. If you think because you got on that police uniform and you can eat, and you get kahu, and you get family, and you get children, oh yes, that's where the strategy needs to be going to. What are you talking?
Steve, let me just ask you.
Let me finish.
Let me just call one police officer name. We have one of the officer's son in our compound right now in our possession. I just wanted to butcher what he's saying because I will.
You're going to why keeping your come over? Let him rescue center there. Let him go to Joseph Bogan and rescue community. Let him go to United Party headquarters. You see, let me tell you something. When you're dealing with certain people, there's a certain way you must move on them too. That technical move for Ali to be saying, oh, they will brutalize. Guess what? The police say will be brutalized. When they move on, the next time they will behave. The last thing I want to say is this. You know, this idea that, oh, and let's go for peaceful protest. Let's go. Just stop saying these things. No protest is guaranteed to be peaceful. The only time can be peaceful unless the people who are responsible for the peace maintain a certain order. That is, yes, you can tell the protester, yeah, please go that way, please go that way. But the way they told CDC chairman today, throwing him in the back of the car, let someone have arrest.
They're beating on him.
They're beating on the man or an opposition. I don't understand why you see. Let me say it today. CDC, that coward party. I say, you're not ready yet. Your children are throwing in the back of the pickup. Tell that the police station will be standing. Tell that the police station supposed to be standing. You ain't ready yet. You ain't ready now. Let me tell you something today. You know, every freedom get cost behind it. Nobody can get freedom free. That's not true. Every freedom get cost behind it. Tell that the country will be noise. The whole country will be noise for that foolishness. You know, the time they arrested Gloria Mususka and United Party people when the United Party corrupt chairman was there. Anybody brutalizing? No, who thought so? Anybody brutalizing? They came there. You see, these are the things that people can do. Then people are hear the chairman talking about tail law in here. He's always use that statement. It's not being the action. Start talking about tail law in here. Your leader stupid.
Get law?
Law. You tell what kind of law in here. Your leader stupid. I see the other joker talking about my kind of protest. The thing
I was saying.
Some of you small children, they don't know what you're talking. But it's a kind of either. So you're the opposition. You ain't ready yet. They throw your chairman in the back of the car, like some kind of Ramadan cow.
Listen, what happened? You know what happened, Steve, when they make him up?
That joker.
The man was confused. He was scared. They asked the man, what happened? The man said, the people overuse, they overuse their hands.
They told him, man, the man had a Ramadan car. You know, I went to the car on Ramadan day.
You know, the people were heavy-handed.
Yeah. The one that told him, man, the car, but wait a minute.
The people heavy-handed. They put beating on you. The two explode everything. He said the people heavy-handed. He said the people brutalized me. They beat me. Please careful.
Serious but funny.
Yeah. But anyway, Binta, I want you to close. So we can go home. What's going on?
Okay, I would like to close on this.
Yeah.
Liberians.
And before you close, we want you to come back again. Because tomorrow, tomorrow we're gonna have a special show, special edition. Tomorrow is Sunday, but I'm gonna be on tomorrow here. Even
you want me to come back tomorrow?
I want you to come back tomorrow. I want Mabel to come back tomorrow. I want also have a show tomorrow on this thing. Because we're going to open the lines, we're going to hear from the Liberian people, and we're going to be on Radio AIM Nimba. We'll be in the entire country. So let the whole Liberian people listen and hear about what is about to go down. And it is the responsibility of Joseph Nima Bwaga and the Unity Party to maintain peace in Liberia. They're not your responsibility. They're their responsibility. They are the ones that are giving that responsibility by the Liberian people to protect us, to protect our people, to protect the land, to maintain a conducive position or condition in the country that will attract investors and other, good people into the country. They will also maintain peace where people can go about freely and do anything they want to do. But if they don't care, why should we care? So let's hear from you as we close.
Okay. I will close on this. I'm seeing from the CDC angle, you see Moses Akara Gray, Honorable Moses Akara Gray, or representative. He's the only person you see, you're talking, going here and there. Let the leaders of CDC come together and have a word. If they have their difference there, they should keep that instant. When it comes to the opposition, we don't want to know what they're facing in there. But let them come together and call seditions, and we will call our people. We will come out as Liberians. Those who believe that things are not okay, when you hear my voice, please join the protest. The protest is not just about CDC, ANC, CMC, or MOVE. This is about Liberia. Things are not okay. Things are not okay at all. We need to wake up and speak. Maybe the president don't know. Maybe they're just telling you the surface. They did it to President Weah. They always tell the surface to the president. But the deep things inside, they don't know about it. So they got people around there who are good at, blocking them from seeing reality or hearing reality. But when we get out, the president will understand that maybe things that they are telling him is not a reality. The reality is the people are outside. And we don't mind if they try to intimidate us with the presence of police. Police are human beings too. And they are suffering also. Maybe they're not talking. We all are going under it. We are going inside. Everybody inside, yeah? We all suffering. Be it police, army, civilian, other Liberians that are, we all feeling what is going on in Liberia today. So your council, let's speak to our papa. Let's tell JME that all is not well. So I will stop there today, and tomorrow we will continue. Thank you very much. I'm happy to see Steve and everybody here today, facing each other, even though you can be giving to us hard. Yesterday here, Mabel, they were on us, the women. But you people got it wrong, yeah? I think you were talking when I real. The women are out there, they can only be acting nice because they want you. When you bring that woman inside, she will be worse than the other one you put in her side. Thank you.
Wow. Thank you so much.
Yeah, but when you get more than one, your life good.
Okay.
When you get what?
They will want social talk.
You will leave it now.
I'll see you tomorrow, man.
Yeah, thank you, Binda. We appreciate you. Thank you so much. So, Steve,
yeah,
we got to go now.
Yeah, but Mr. Khan, when I said
no problem, Mr. Khan, before we go quickly, I beg you, let me.
You guys can quiet and close, Steve.
No, but when I mean, my question now before we go now, Mr. Khan. So, they're selling to the hall, right?
Everything here.
Yeah, but I think I want to discuss. What maybe I want to talk
Yeah, you get my phone number.
Yeah, but I just want to know, you know, what we discuss in the world, we'll be facing things.
Everything good, we're good.
Yeah, that's it. Maybe go ahead now. Maybe I'm asking for serious issue then, what do you have?
No, I know where you're right. That's why I pause, because those other people who can talk, they can talk, they can stand up. We probably can talk and we can stand up.
But be careful how you talking, you. This is so you thought they arrest you.
Forget them.
Let me tell you what happened, Ali. Yesterday, this morning, I did 2 posts. Some people responded, but the one that came in my, there were more than people that responded.
Okay.
You say, in fact, they're working on the document right now. They come and deport me now to Liberia. Yeah, so those bag people they can go eat me now. Yeah. So I told them, say they're wasting their time. You know.
So Masale, you're right. Now we are on the light of arrest anytime. For some of we probably wouldn't be afraid. You know, a politician can be afraid. They won't be acting in front of be, I don't know, be speaking in parable or so forth. You won't be politician, you be politician. You don't be politician, forget about politics. No. Steve, I think you got to bring a political party so we can join you. Maybe that what for me, what I'm saying. But again, quickly, I just want to say this announcement out to one of our police officers that his son is here in a compound of Truth FM, his 8-year-old son, Cooper Phillips. That is the officer name, Officer Cooper Phillips of the Liberia National Police. I don't know whether maybe you were part of the people today that.
But why is son going there for? What happened? His son lost?
Yeah, his son missing. His son, Dr. Phillips, wearing sky blue jean trouser with gray and white t-shirt, having black slippers. Got missing, and then finally were brought in a compound or Truth FM. Mother named Patience Phillips. So you know, this thing I will keep saying. Security officer, law enforcement officer, everybody get family. You are taught to these people so that their country can be better. They say also Yoko. They say you also Yoko. You don't even care. Now you're showing in a compound or Truth FM. So is this what you talk here? So when you say this thing, they put up in that you're doing this thing because you know that country. You see what happening? Maybe the man to go also, the man go do government job, then the man to go sell in a market. Nobody to go take care of him.
Maybe before I begin my battle, let me say this. And today is the 7th?
Yes, today is the 7th of June.
Fonati Kofa is a past convicted criminal in America. He is. They'll be honest, he is. But I can tell you that the United Party government is done on certain levels internationally. I want you to remember today's day. Fonati Kofa does have connections. He has connections. I'm not going to go into certain things here, but Fonati Kofa did not come to Liberia, stay in Liberia all this time, work with Ellen Johnson Sally all this time, because he's nobody. There's some things we understand, we know. I will leave it as that. But let's have a good night.
Yeah, we gotta go. Even though I want to ask you a question, Chairman, that the law, I don't know the law of ours. I thought the law is supposed to be blind, but that law now will get one eye get closed, one of the other eye can see with the fire, or the other one can see corrosion or what. And that way, yeah, but Ali,
one guy used to be on the show here. One guy used to be on the show here. The corner will say Konganu or whatever it is.
Yes, say Gonganu.
Oh, but get what happened now? Say Gonganu was black, for talking foolishness and misbehaving. Segon don't change your name to tell Versailles. He came today, and he is black today again. When he come out again tomorrow, with John say he will be black again because fools are not our friends on the platform. Segon I challenge you, change your name anytime. We will find out your IP address and we will continue to block you. You do not belong on this platform. You are an idiot. You belong to
the person who is really simply, and in fact, the person even confessed yesterday. The person said that in fact they were blocked on the class reloaded. You imagine when the person said, "I support the government 100%, but the government, my own government platform, they block me. But SKTV, they still allow me to talk freely." You know, yesterday I saw a comment and said, "Oh, so you all know these things. You all go to class reloaded, but he asked Pattern Honor about a generator money, he will block you."
Like the guy who always calling to congratulate JMB. I think that the best thing is supposed to go ahead. That where they're pushing JMB agenda. Why you can't go there to talk?
Go there and leave us here.
Why don't you want to bully people or why you think he's doing? You know, these are people that when they give them total allowance, they're happy with it at the end of the week. That's how they survive it.
Riley Sepley has been here forever.
Yeah.
Riley Sepley disagrees with us, attack us, but let me be honest. You know, there's some people that even in a disagreement or the attack to us, we know that they're not just happy because we are hating the people that they love. But in their heart, they know what we're saying is the truth. Those people we can work with them, right? But I know say Gongwanu or whatever the name is. That idiot, I don't know if that man or that woman.
Then they won't be personal like you take Liberia and put Liberia number 3 in your life. Then you won't come here and can educate some of us, maybe tell us about Liberia. Anybody that loves this country, number one thing that you will stop is corruption. Go to China, you think what they're making China to be better today? Because China puts system in place and they look at corruption. Number one, they say no. The first thing is integrity. When you are corrupt, we will treat you like the most law. Now what are people doing? Yeah, you hearing politicians.
Somebody just raised up Kofa. You know, I didn't want to talk about that, but you know, today when I saw the picture of Kofa's wife and I see United Party people making fun, they're bringing mattress and they put it in the other room. You just don't understand some things. You know, when you live all your life in a country where you have not lived life, you have not seen life, you think Labrador that's something. Folks, some of you not see life here. So I can understand when you're happy. But to be told, that what we get, and it is what it is. But we'll see what happens. But at the end of the day, like I said, yeah, I said, go, I know the other time you want to bring friskiness to me on some platform, I get him there again. Say, go, I know that
even when you post live reality, they just come for you like.
But I saw something yesterday on Facebook, Steve.
Some of you, some of us want job political party.
There was a wedding that was going on yesterday, or the battle Digon went there to sign as witness to the wedding.
Who?
The battle Digon Bakai. Yeah, the girl went to the wedding, went to sign as witness. You know, on the wedding certificate, everybody can sign the witnesses.
Mm-hmm. To tell you that Joseph Bora is bold. He got nothing going on in your life. You know what I mean? For a president to go, it's ununderstandable.
I said they all have to not ready. La Morana, you know what I mean? The president signed on your wedding certificate as witness.
My man, the president is not just nobody. The president of a country is not just nobody. He or she does not get involved with petty thing or whatever it is. Secondly, Joseph Bora age and that small boy age to be passing around and signing a witness. I don't understand, bro.
The man last say now. The man last say Steve.
You can say, oh, Joseph Bora serve as the father to give the person it will make more to go serve a witness like you never seen wedding before. What kind of fully that Joseph Bora? But anyway, Joseph Bora a fully man anyway, so I don't worry about it. He is a foolish old man. So I know that the kind of foolish and useless thing he can do. So I don't worry about it. He's a foolish man. He doesn't see what myself, man.
So we gotta go here, Steve, and then
wait 1 second now. 1 second.
Yeah, no, I know you can make talk, but
man who holds black plastic bag beyond Costa in Waterside Market in America. The day I know that old man is not serious minded old man. He's a foolish old man. I say he's not a serious man. The man who knows how he goes to in Bawa shall will cost for no coin. What kind of foolishness is this? But
yeah, no, Steve. These people of ours in the generation, especially the kind of generation we have now as opposition, that is scary group of opposition. I don't know why they're lobbying for job or they're hungry or what happening to them. Or they coming for them Monday.
And I want to tell them all the opposition leaders lock them up.
Will come here, look at me telling you that if you're doing nothing, press conference to do what
one thing I see in the CDC, Maybor and Steve, most of the guys in the CDC, they are from the local county. And you know the people, they believe in tradition than any other thing. Looking at that Kingsman being the president today, they don't want to speak.
Don't resign for the party.
You see, they don't want to speak because they want to get that respect to that Kingsman. You see, so they don't believe in tradition. You saw what happened, they go election in the Makate. So these are some of the reasons you see the CDC, they are silent. You see, but most of those guys from the Makate.
They're not condone to be tradition. They're not leave us. We people can talk and so the people can enjoy the enjoyment. Because let me tell you,
quality enough of tradition. There is no tradition based in politics.
Okay. Anyone be tradition, but let them be tradition. Because brother Ali, you're right. What kind of party that you have with almost all of the party hierarchy, everybody come from the same place. Why you want for them to work? What is going to work? Nothing going to work.
Nothing. This is why you see this.
You get one account, Moses Gray just suffering.
Where are the other people? You saw Jangako out there today because people talking to the chairman, he's not moving his days. That's why I got him over there today. Other than that, he was not going to step there.
Government.
They've been taking their tradition. That's why you see they are speechless. You see? But now wait to see what's going to happen in the next coming days.
All right, thank you so much, man. But also, we are not afraid. Those of you maybe who will be thinking Liberia is all we have. And no matter what you think of, all of us, what we're praying for is for Liberia to get better. When Liberia get better, you myself, our lives get better. You can complain. Now gasoline price go up. It's 800. You some of you don't even know what happening. But Monday,
I want to ask you one question.
Yeah.
Okay. I saw something. People were saying, "Oh yes," they were posting during the Corona time. People were standing in queue to buy rice, to buy gas. And the person said, okay, today people are not standing in line to buy gas, neither to buy rice. But before they were standing in line to buy gas or rice. So now you can afford, you can stand in line to buy gas or to buy rice because you can afford. So you're standing in queue. But now you are not standing in queue at all because you can't afford. So these two things, which one you prefer to do?
I'm not leaving, man. We're gonna take everything. So I mean, the whole queue empty. You probably get profit. See you tomorrow. You're right. I mean, no money. No money to
I prefer to stay in queue to buy rice and gas. They're not me standing in queue at all because I can't afford to buy it. They are still with hunger and are down with hunger. You see?
Of you who are there, quote unquote, attacking people, but me, I like for some of you to attack. But please, when you're traveling, get your motorbike money set. And one thing I like, that is motorcyclist. Look, but I do. Nobody can make me happen in this country more than motorcyclist. They don't do pick and choose. They don't do pick and choose. You can be for rescue. You can be for non-rescue. You can be religious person. You can be what kind of person. Those motorcyclists, when they were to disgrace you, they will disgrace you. And I love we all live in. So let all of us now that live that kind of life where people just work on one money and disgrace us, torture you anyhow they want to, embarrass you anyhow they want to, insult you anytime they want to because of lack of system. Nothing else. That's because of lack of system. So the motorcycle they're charging, they will charge anyhow they want to charge, and they don't do pick and choose. You know the motorcycle they're looking at our Almighty God. No pick and choose. They ran a fight.
Go like that.
Oh my goodness.
Okay, see you tomorrow.
Yeah. By God grace. Thanks to all of you people. And thank you so much for the Sktv show. We will be back hopefully tomorrow by the grace of the Almighty God. Again, I'm Johnson Mayban Kula Bakogla. Before I go, an 8 years old child named Sktv-Lib wearing sky blue jean trousers with gray and white t-shirt having black slippers, fellow named Cooper Phillips, and officers of the Liberia National Police, Muller named Patience Phillip from the City View community of Mount Barkley, school, K-Life Mission School in Mount Barkley. So please, those of you that know this case, is right here in the compound of Truth FM, and he's the son of the police officer or a police officer. I don't know, maybe the officer on duty. He maybe he dressed in that kind of, you know, that riot move or something. I don't know, but please get to him and tell him that his son right here in the compound or Truth FM in Dupont Road. Then you come for his son. Thanks to all of you people. Good night. We'll catch you again. Thanks to all of you. It was wonderful and it was great. I'm Johnson Mayabankula. Thanks to the team. Thanks to Laike Berete, the CEO of Truth FM, and we see you again another time.